I'm working.
I told you about that.
That's right.
I just come in here and I go out like crying a lot.
I want to welcome everybody to our council meeting tonight. I apologize for the 6-minute delay. Had some administrative concerns. So I'll ask the Honorable Mayor Bobby Herndon to lead us in our prayer. And from our prayer, we'll go right to the pledge. Stand.
Pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for this opportunity to serve our citizens. Thank you for blessing us with the great things you bless us with as far as the city of Northport. Please bless us again with wisdom and guidance to make the decisions that will better benefit our citizens. Just thank you for our country. Be with our citizens as we go to the polls tomorrow. Give each citizen discernment and wisdom as who to vote for, but after careful consideration. Just to choose leaders that we need to help make our state, our local government, and our nation the best we can be. Just thank you for loving us. Thank you for blessing us. Thank you for loving us. These things we ask. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Collins, call roll, please.
Councilman Sullivan? Here. Councilman Acker?
Here.
Councilman Harper?
Here.
President Logan?
Here.
We have a quorum, Mr. President.
As a point of note, Councilwoman Hayes is not here, of course. Make that for the record. Item 5 is our approval of the agenda. In our pre-meeting, we were asked to add one item for the agenda, which is item 8A1. This is a revision to the city's existing cab driver certificate ordinance. So if there are any concerns or comments, I want to make a motion to add the item 8A1, which is the revision to the city's existing cab ordinance for driver certificate to the agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Acker. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Collins.
President Logan?
Yes.
Councilman Acker?
Yes.
Councilman Sullivan?
Yes.
Councilman Harper?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Item 6, visitors to address the council. I see two gentlemen, very good friends. But what I did, I flipped a coin, gentlemen. So I see Senator Allen in the corner, and I see the Friendfield Pool in the back. I want these two gentlemen to maybe address the council, and of course our guests here tonight. So I flipped a coin. So Senator, you won. You would please come to the podium. Good to see you.
Thank you, and I want to thank you, each of you for serving and inviting me here tonight. And I know most of you well, and King Solomon once said, "Time waits on no man." Mayor, it doesn't seem like 20 years that I've been in public service. 16 years in the House and 4 years in the Senate. And many pieces of legislation has come and gone, and certainly there's much work to do yet. And I think our state and our county and our cities and towns in this county as well faces some major decisions in years out that we must work together to achieve success with those different things that will be facing us. Briefly, just say that earlier today I was asked what several things I can be proud of, but one of the things that I'm most proud of is that I was privileged to carry the photo ID bill for 16 years, and we passed that bill in 2011, where citizens will go into the polls tomorrow and show their photo ID, prove exactly who they are. I think that's very good government. It's a fairness issue as well. The other piece is the local piece that we passed in 11 as well, dealing with the occupational tax issue. And many of you know the story behind what has taken place north of us with Birmingham and Jefferson County. Several counties around that region passed a piece of legislation called the occupational tax issue. Mine was a little bit different that we passed. I asked you, the citizens of this county, in the city of Northport, to go to the polls and vote on this issue, which I believe it's wrong to ask citizens, hard-working citizens, that live in Tuscaloosa, Hale, Pickett, Green, Fayette, Walker, who commutes in Tuscaloosa to pay a tax to work. I think it's wrong to do that. And so that bill, that referendum passed by a huge margin, which I think is the right thing to do. With that being said, I just want to say the next 4 years is going to be a pleasure for me to serve you as your state senator. And although we will face many challenges, and sort of like, Senator Sheridan used to say a lot of times in his town hall meetings, I'm going to quote Shelby, he said, just because we disagree on this one issue don't mean we can't agree on many. And so I want to thank each of you for serving, and I look forward to serving you for the next 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Up next is no stranger to Northport, of course. Former Senator Bill Poole.
I'll keep it pretty brief. I'd like you to think of trying to drive on these roads around here without being able to go down Rose Boulevard, because that was my road. Highway 43 North was my road. Highway 83 West was my road. 69 South, if you ever go to the beach. The Interstate 6-lane going to Birmingham. And just remember who helped me with that. It was a Democratic governor. If he had been reelected, we would be driving to Northside High School on a 4-lane highway. We would be driving to Mississippi on a 4-lane highway. We would be driving to Greensboro on a 4-lane highway. We would be driving to Foster's on a 6-lane highway. Your vote definitely makes a difference. And I would just ask for you to compare our records. Do you want roads, or do you want prohibitions on something like Sharia law, which is not going to happen here? do you want funds for schools? Or, do you want IOUs? And we got a lot of IOUs 4 years ago, and a lot of them hadn't been paid off yet, including some in Northport schools. So we both have very clear records, and I hope people just take a look at who's done the most with office and who can do the most with office. And I especially would like to work with you on all types of grants, road projects, school projects, things of that nature. And I'd appreciate any support you could give me. Thank you.
Thank you, Phil. Moving through our agenda, we are under new business. Item 8A1, of course, we had the approval of that addition of items 8A1. Of course, it's just for a first reading, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ordinance, again, revising the city's existing cab certificate or driver certificate. Again, in our pre-meeting, it was explained to us that previously the city had an open-ended process where if you wanted to get a cab certificate to be a driver in the city of Northport, it was an open-ended process, meaning they would go back as many years as they could. Now, the process is 5 years for driver's record and 10 years for criminal records, which is basically setting some guidelines in terms of time frame. So, again, I will offer this for a first reading. This is item 8A1, revision of the city's existing cab ordinance for driver certificates. Item 8B1 is a resolution awarding bid file 14-23. Again, these are 2 or 3 items, ladies and gentlemen. These are annually bidded materials that the city's public works may be using from time to time to save the taxpayer dollars as much as we can. We actually take bids on these. Again, this is item 14-23 for asphalt out of our public works department, Mrs. Starnes. Again, this is awarding the bid to ST Bund Construction, bid file 14-23, and authorizing the city administrator to approve all purchase requisition for asphalt using the unit prices from those said bid files. So again, I'll make a motion for that. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Harper. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Collins.
President Logan.
Yes.
Councilman Harper. Yes. Councilman Sullivan.
Yes.
Councilman Atkins.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Item 2 is a resolution awarding bid file 14-24 for concrete. Again, these are bidded items to save the taxpayer dollars. Again, this is the awarded bid file 14-24 to Bama Concrete, and authorizing the city administrator's office to approve all purchase requisitions for the concrete using the unit prices from the said bid file. Again, I'll make a motion to approve that bid file 14-24. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Harper. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Collins.
President Logan.
Yes.
Councilman Harper. Yes. Councilman Atkins.
Yes.
Councilman Sullivan.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item 3 is a resolution awarding bid file 14-25 for drainage pipe. Again, this is awarded to Ferguson Waterworks, and we want to authorize the city administrator's office to approve all purchase requisitions for using said drainage pipe at the unit prices of the said bid file. I'll make a motion to approve that bid file 14-25. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Harper. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Collins.
President Logan.
Yes.
Councilman Harper. Yes. Councilman Sullivan.
Yes.
Councilman Atkins.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item 4 is a bid file 14-26 for stone and riprap. Again, this is awarded to Pierce Trucking, and we're going to authorize our city administrator's office to approve all purchase requisitions for the stone and riprap using the unit prices from the said awarded bid file for bid file 14-26. I'll make a motion to approve that. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Harper. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Collins.
President Logan.
Yes.
Councilman Harper. Yes. Councilman Sullivan.
Yes.
Councilman Atkins.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item 5 is a resolution authorizing our city administrator to execute an agreement with Centos for utilities uniforms. Again, there's a specified price of $21,664.24. This is a co-op agreement by state statute requirement. Is that correct, Mr. Collins?
Yes, Mr. President, that's correct.
I'll make a motion to approve that resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute the agreement with Centos in the amount of $21,664.24. Have a second.
Second.
second by Councilman Harper. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Collins.
President Logan?
Yes.
Councilman Harper? Yes. Councilman Sullivan?
Yes.
Councilman Acker?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item 6 is a resolution accepting the fiscal year 2013 City of Northport municipal audit. Again, our auditors did a great job in presenting some of the recommendations and some of the progress that the city has made in the last fiscal year. Again, Ms. Collins, you want to add anything to that?
No, sir, Mr. President.
Thank you. Do you have a motion to approve that resolution accepting the 2013 audit?
I move to approve the resolution accepting the 2013 audit.
Thank you. That's a motion by Councilman Acker. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Sullivan. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Collins.
Councilman Acker?
Yes.
Councilman Sullivan?
Yes.
Councilman Harper? Yes. President Logan?
Yes.
Motion carries. Excuse me.
Item 7 is a resolution approving the fiscal year 2014 general fund amended budget. Again, this is out of Mr. Collins' office. This is a typical end-of-the-year budget revision just to reconcile some things that are going to be coming up at the end of the budget year. I'll make a motion to approve that resolution approving our general fund budget amendment 14-02 regarding reallocation and distribution of currently budgeted items. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Acker. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Collins.
President Logan?
Yes.
Councilman Acker?
Yes.
Councilman Sullivan?
Yes.
Councilman Harper? Yes. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item 8 is a resolution awarding our fiscal year 2014 water and sewer amended budget. Again, this is 14-02, which is reallocation and distribution of currently budgeted items, typical toward the end of the fiscal and budget year. I'll make a motion to approve that resolution 14-02 for the water and sewer fund amended budget. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Acker. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Collins.
President Logan?
Yes.
Councilman Acker?
Yes.
Councilman Sullivan?
Yes.
Councilman Harper? Yes. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item 9 is a resolution authorizing our city administrator's office to distribute bond funds for the city's portion of the University of Alabama's Motorola P25 Public Safety Communication System. Again, this is a cost-sharing process, partnering with the UA. Again, this is out of our $3.9 million 2014 bond issue out of construction costs. Is that correct, Mr. Collins?
Yes, sir, Mr. President, that is correct.
Thank you. And this is a joint partner between the UA, City of Tuscaloosa, and the City of Northport. Again, I'd like to make a motion to approve that resolution authorizing our administrator to distribute those bond funds for the city's portion of the UA's Motorola P25 Public Safety Communication System. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Sullivan. Any questions or comments regarding item number 9? Hearing none, Mr. Collins.
President Logan?
Yes.
Councilman Sullivan?
Yes.
Councilman Acker?
Yes.
Councilman Harper? Yes. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item C is consent agenda. We have 6 items. They range from minutes of the previous meeting, bill listings, travel and training for employees, of course, PO requisitions, and travel and training to various employees for our police department. I'll make a motion to approve that consent agenda, those 6 items as printed. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Harper. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Collins.
President Logan?
Yes.
Councilman Harper? Yes. Councilman Acker?
Yes.
Councilman Sullivan?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Item 9 is reports of special committees to council. We have none. Item 10 is public hearings. There are none on the docket tonight. Item 11, city administrator's business.
None 49, Mr. President.
Thank you. Item 12 is departmental business. I see we have none tonight. Item 13 is public comment. I think we don't have any citizen wish to sign up to speak tonight. Item 14 is mayor and council members' business. The Honorable Councilwoman Hayes, of course, is not with us tonight under my business for District 2. I think I wanted to make sure that I pay special tribute to Mr. Davis, who was a longtime educator here in Tuscaloosa County, passed away recently and had his funeral over the weekend. Mr. Davis was not only principal at Matthews, but a career spanned over 40 or 50 years. So I wanted to say that he was a Northport resident, lived on 10th Street for many years. So Mr. Davis and his family, prayers are going with his family. So that's all I have under my business. Councilman Sullivan.
I have none tonight.
Thank you. Councilman Acker.
I have none.
Councilman Harper.
I have none, Mr. President.
The Honorable Bobby Herndon.
Thank you, Mr. President. First of all, let me welcome the journalism students that are here. I guess you're all from the University of Alabama. Is that right? All in the same class? a big class. That's awesome. I think we had some students here at the last meeting, but you're welcome anytime. Please come back and be with us. I saw some yawns back there, and I started yawning myself. You know, it gets sometimes we have some fired up ones. Maybe we have to let you know when that is, and you have to come back. But thank y'all for being here. As far as the audit presentation, let me thank Richard and Matt, and just thank y'all for Courtney. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for what you do for our city. I'm going to tell these journalism students, 6 years ago, when Bart and Steve and Scott and Jay and myself came in. Scott has been a city councilman, but now he became city administrator. And these three guys right here, now Rodney's, he's the young guy. He came in 2 years ago. 6 years ago, that we were in bad financial shape when we came in office. Very bad financial shape. And I think we had 3 weeks of operating money when this council came in. But in 6 years, even with the audit report that was given tonight, things have really turned around. Really turned around. I think we're being recognized now as one of the most financially sound cities, not only in the state, but anywhere. And I want to thank these guys, thank Rodney and Councilwoman Hayes for sustaining that success the 2 years they've been on the council. Thank our auditors for everything they do, because it was a task, but I'm very proud of everybody involved, and I'm very proud for our city. I want to remind everybody that in about a month we have Dickens downtown. Now, if you've never been to Dickens downtown, you need to come down here. We have snow. We have hot chocolate cookies up and down the streets, and we have people dressed up in all kind of 1890s costumes. And I usually don't have whiskers. I'm just letting my white beard grow out, and I have a top hat. I look cool. So you need to come out and join us, and just a throwback time. There's just a lot of fun for the holidays. What? And then after that, I'll go to something this council, our whole community is going to have to think about in the upcoming years. I had lunch with Governor Bentley here a 3 weeks ago, and we were talking about roads, and I know that's always a contentious issue. I know Highway 69 North is congested, and I think there was a sound off in the paper today or yesterday about how can we allow new developments when the roads aren't good. Well, Governor Bentley, usually if you're going to do new highway construction, the state would put up 80% of the money, and the local governments would put up 20%. It's called match money. Well, the governor says since the state is running out of money, now the state will put up 50%, and the local governments will put up 50% to get anything done. So I'm just letting everybody know that we want to come up with some innovative ideas if we're ever going to get any new roads, transportation system, things like that, because now it's going to be, we can't rely on our state government as much as we used to. So that word needs to get out. Don't know what we're going to do, but we got to start with something, because we're already behind on the roads. As always, I'm honored to be the mayor of the great city of Northport, Alabama, and we've got a lot of great things coming. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Item 15 is adjournment, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make a motion to adjourn the meeting. There's a second. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
All opposed, same sign. We're adjourned, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, have a good evening.
Hey, how you doing? You doing all right? Yes, sir. Mr. Hambright, he's nice. What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
I got him. Yes.